familiar with the Peter Singer pond thought experiment?
Nope.
Okay, so basically the idea is that if you came across a child who was drowning in a pond, would you go help him and make sure he doesn't drown?
Probably, yeah.
In basically any scenario, right? Like, you would get your shoes dirty to do it or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So basically the idea is just that everyone, every wealthy person to an extent, is in that position with regard to charity. Like, by not giving to charity, they're actively ignoring the hypothetical kid in the pond, you know.
By not giving to charity?
Right.
Well, I don't think anyone has, like, an obligation to donate to charity.
Would you say they have an obligation to help the kid in the pond?
Not necessarily. It's just kind of like a good thing to do. You know?
Really? See, that's interesting. So, you wouldn't say that someone did something wrong by not helping a kid drowning in a pond? If it was perfectly within their means to do so, let's say they're capable of swimming.
Like, they're just watching them drown?
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of
That's
a
the
mean
idea.
thing to do, but, like, no one is compelling them. Maybe the guy can't swim, you know?
Oh, let's assume he does.
Like, okay, if Michael Phelps was like...
Right. Let's take Michael Phelps as the example.
I mean, it's not like you're actively doing a bad thing. You're just kind of not doing a good thing.
Really?
Type thing.
That's... Yeah, I don't think I've heard that as a response. Like, most people, when you ask them that part of the thought experiment, they say, of course, someone's doing something wrong by not
Well,
saving
I'm just crazy.
That's possible. That's very possible. But I guess... Okay, so do you think there's ever a situation of moral obligation? Like, is there ever a situation where it is a bad thing to do nothing to you?
A bad thing to do nothing.
Like, is it ever wrong to not help? In a situation where you're able to do so.
It is good to help, but it's not like I said, it's not like you're actively doing a bad thing type of thing. Like, there's a difference between not donating to a charity and robbing a bank.
Yeah. Okay, but is there a difference between robbing a bank and, like, well, we can just stick with the pond. Is there a difference between robbing a bank and not saving a kid from drowning that you could easily save with no inconvenience to yourself? It sounds like you're saying yes.
There is a difference.
How so?
Because let me think about this.
Take your time.
What was the question?
I guess you're saying there's a difference between actively doing something bad and not doing something that would just be good to do.
Yes.
I guess I don't understand where that difference is.